Good morning, friends. How are you? Today we will discuss Shapiro rearrangement. This Shapiro rearrangement is very important for CSIR net and GATE examinations. So let us focus on it. Concentrate your mind. Tosyl hydrazone. Tosyl hydrazone. Tosyl group. This is sulfonic acid. And it is para-toluene sulfonic acid. When it is treated with thionyl chloride, it will be toluene sulfonyl chloride. Toluene sulfonyl chloride. This is tosyl group and this is tosyl chloride. Okay? Now you are very much aware with the tosyl group. Okay? Tosyl hydrazone of what? Hydrazone is of either aldehyde or ketone. Okay? Tosyl hydrazone, when treated with strong base like organometallic compound, generally we use butyl lithium. Tosyl hydrazone, when treated with strong base like organometallic compound, strong base, it is two equivalent. You have to take two equivalent. Means if you take 1 mole of hydrazone, tosyl hydrazone, you have to take 2 mole of base. Followed by hydrolysis. Less alkylated or substituted or alkylated alkene is formed. This is known as Shapiro rearrangement. Generally, you know, more alkylated alkene is formed, it is due to stability reason. And when we say stability, it is more stable, it is less stable. Only say, if I say only this, it is stable, it is not stable. Then you have to understand that I am talking about thermodynamic stability. Thermodynamic stability is more important. Okay? Now, let us take an example. It is ethyl. It is methyl. It is ketone group. It is ethyl methyl ketone. When it is allowed to react with hydrazine, you will get this. And if it is this ketone is allowed to react with tosyl hydrazine, you will get this. Okay? This is the substrate molecule. Okay? This is the substrate molecule. Now, let us see first of all example. We are taking ethyl methyl ketone and make hydrazone, tosyl hydrazone. Make it tosyl hydrazone. CH3, CH2, CH3, N, NH, TS. First, you take butyl lithium, then 2 equivalent of butyl lithium, and then followed by hydrolysis. Then you will get CH3 bond CH2 bond C and double bond CH2. CH double bond CH2. Double bond will be here. Double bond will not be here. CH3, CH, double bond CH, bond CH3. You will not get this. You will get this. This is alkene and one ethyl group is here. This is alkene and two alkyl group. So it is more alkylated alkene. It is less alkylated alkene. So thermodynamically it is more stable, but you will get this. It is kinetically stable. Okay, we will discuss later on. Here you have to only learn that less alkylated alkene is found here. Okay. Now we will see its mechanism. Okay. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. It is the first molecule of butyl lithium. It is butyl Bu minus will be stronger base. Even it is stronger than sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium methoxide. Okay, it is very strong base, you can say. Here, sorry, it is ketone, but you have to write N, NH, TS. Tosyl hydrazone. When it is allowed to react with butyl lithium, this hydrogen is more acidic than this hydrogen or this hydrogen, because this hydrogen is attached with highly electronegative element nitrogen. So this hydrogen is attracted by Bu minus and butane is eliminated, butane is released, and here negative charge will be here. CH3, CH2, C, double bond N minus and Li plus, lithium ion. Okay, you will get this. It is the first base. Now second base is this butyl lithium. Now question arises whether this hydrogen is released or this hydrogen is released. Bu minus butyl is actually bulky. So approach of butyl carbonyl will be easier here. So this hydrogen is eliminated. CH3, CH2 C CH2 minus Li plus double bond N single bond N minus Li plus TS. Okay. Here continuously we are taking 2 molecule or 2 mole of base. So we write 2 equivalent of base, 2 equivalent of organometallic compound, 2 equivalent of butyl lithium or 2 equivalent of alkyl lithium. It is 1 mole and it is 2 mole, and both the base will abstract hydrogen. Okay. Now what will happen? This minus charge will shift in this fashion. Okay. And this will shift in this fashion, and this will shift in this fashion. Thus this lithium ion Li plus, this lithium ion and this tosyl minus LiTS. Tosyl lithium will be eliminated, and situation is this: CH3, CH2, C double bond CH2. Okay, CH2 single bond N double bond N minus Li plus. Okay, this is the situation. Now here this negative charge will shift in this fashion, and this bond will shift in this fashion. Then this nitrogen gas, it is a lithium plus. This nitrogen gas will be eliminated, is released nitrogen gas, and situation is this: CH3, CH2, C minus, and this lithium ion will come here, Li plus and double bond CH2, this. Okay. Now H2O, it is hydrolyzed, it will release H plus, and H plus is electrophile. Friends, this carbon is here nucleophilic center, therefore electrophile will come. And initially you have taken, what you have taken? Tosyl hydrogen, this CH3, CH2, C double bond N, NHTS. Focus on this carbon and this carbon. Same. This carbon bears delta positive charge because this carbon is attached with nitrogen by double bond. So delta plus charge is here. So we can say that this carbon is electrophilic carbon, or it is electrophilic center, and this electrophilic center has converted into nucleophilic center. It is nucleophilic center, and so electrophile can attack here. Electrophile can attack here. So H plus will come here, leading to CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. It is less alkylated alkene. Friends, one thing is important to underline here, that if you take DMF, dimethyl formamide. Dimethyl formamide is an important reagent for formylation. Means here aldehyde group gets attached. While DMF HC double bond ONH2, it is formamide. If 2-methyl come here, it is DMF, dimethyl formamide. Okay? Here, this bond breaks. Ultimately, it releases this. Friends, mind here, it is dimethyl formamide and it is carbon-oxygen double bond. So, delta plus charge is here. Delta plus charge is here. So, we can say that it will furnish this. It is electrophile and it gets attached here. Means you will get CH3, CH2, CHO, double bond CH2. You will get this. It is electrophile, DMF is electrophile. If you get carbon dioxide, carboxyl group gets attached here. CH3, CH2, COOH, double bond CH2. Mainly we discuss hydrolysis here. Water acts here and electrophile. H plus will furnish and that H plus gets attached here. So you will get this compound less alkylated alkene. And these are applications, various applications. Friends, we discussed about Sapiro, not Satiro, Satir. Sapiro rearrangement a lot. We discussed a lot. Now, some key points for Sapiro rearrangements should be discussed here. First, you take tosyl hydrazone. Tosyl hydrazone means this NHTS, tosyl. Sometimes in examination, CSIR, NET or GET, you will see tosyl in this form. Actually, CH3, C6H4, SO2. Actually, SO2 should be here. SO2, C6H4, CH3. This. It is tosyl. Okay? We have discussed it is tosyl group. CH3, S double bond O. It is tosyl group. Okay? First of all, first key point is we take tosyl hydrazone. Second, two equivalent of, generally we take butyl lithium. In example, it may be given as RLI. Okay? Two equivalent of base butyl lithium, you can judge that, okay, it is Shapiro rearrangement. From this point, you can judge that, you can decide that it is Shapiro rearrangement. Third, from two equivalent of base you can judge, you can conclude that double deprotonation takes place here. Double deprotonation takes place. Double deprotonation textless. And finally, we will write that less substituted alkene is formed. More, friends, again I am repeating, more substituted alkene or more alkylated alkene is more stable, means thermodynamically more stable. But less substituted alkene here you are getting, it is kinetically stable. Okay? We discussed a lot about Fabio rearrangement, friends. Now I stop my lecture